All right, everyone, welcome to the Red Balloon Network. We are so excited that you're joining us this morning because we have two very special guests here in our studio. We have Montee and Jim Brown. And you guys are here in town because you are receiving the Doak Walker Award. First of all, let's just get started. I think we have some questions, and we have another special co-host over there, John, right? Hi, John.
Hello.
And I think he may have some questions for you guys as well.
I wanted to ask you something. Like, what's the experience of like being in college and kind of going through all that stuff? Like transitioning from college to the NFL. Like, what's it like?
Well, yeah, just to start off, just from from high school to college was a huge transition. It was tough at first, but having all the great players I had around me, and at Wisconsin, it was very, very fun and very easy to adapt to afterwards. But now I've been training in Florida since January 6th for the NFL, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. I don't know what to expect, but I'm very excited.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna also ask Mr. Brown. What was it kind of like to play like back in the day? Like just the experience of what it was like back then.
It's just like you said, back in the day. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And football was not where it is today. We were like pioneers developing the game, and we loved it. Did not make a lot of money. A little bit of money. It would be embarrassing to tell you how much money I made. But we loved the game, and we pioneered the game and helped to make it the game that it is today.
What does it feel like to be named the leading running back in the nation?
It's an honor just to be, mentioned with, Doak Walker, and also be sitting right next to Jim Brown, the all-time legend, the greatest. But it feels great. It feels good.
Did you ever think that this day would happen? I mean, when you were little, thinking, you probably dreamed of playing football. Did you ever see yourself here?
Not at all. Not at all. I started at the age of 8, and always had the dreams and aspirations of playing in the NFL, but it's just a little kid mindset. But once it all started hitting me with all the awards and stuff, I don't think it's sunk in yet because football is such a fast sport. But I'm very blessed and honored.
Wonderful. And Mr. Brown, you also are receiving the Legends Award, and if I'm correct, that is given to someone who not only has had a successful career, but who also is kind of a community leader. So why is that important to you, and why is it important to give back?
Well, I'll make it real simple. Without other people, my high school coach, my superintendent of schools, some of my teachers, I would have been a failure. I had no father. My mother was struggling, and they took me under their wings and guided me and allowed me to utilize my talents. And the one thing I recognize is that the greatest thing that I could do is put back. And so for the rest of my life and all of my life, I have been a contributor to major change, social change in the country with Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell, George Foreman, people like that. Over the years, Bill Belichick today, Bobby Knight today, we all work together and try to make a better life for kids.
Sure.
And today, I'd like to say it's a beautiful day because my heart is warmed by being with these youngsters and their parents.
Absolutely.
And to have them respond. And so this is life.
Sure. Well, and for the young people who do look up to you guys, tell them why it's important for them to maybe start giving back and to reach out to those around them.
Well, I always teach my kids to be fair with people, not to be prejudiced, to be given, be appreciative. And to all of the young people in the country, you have a wonderful opportunity to start early. Be respectful of your elders. That's kind of an old-timer's way of talking about it. And understand the value of education. Education is more important than athletics. It will always be. And if you get the right kind of education, you'll always have an opportunity to be successful.
Montee, we know that there are a lot of young people out there who look up to you, especially with you finishing up in college. Who was your role model growing up?
My role model was Terrell Davis.
Okay.
He's the one who got me. I started playing football, watching the Broncos in the 90s. It was Terrell Davis.
Okay. Is that somebody you model your game after?
I
Where
try.
you play?
Yeah, I try. And once I started to get older, I was watching a bunch of the older guys back in the day play, and Mr. Brown sitting right next to me. I try to do a little bit that he did, but he was extremely gifted at his time. So I try to do a little bit that he did, but it's very difficult.
Sarah and I were talking before the interview about just the variety of sports that you played in college. Was it lacrosse and basketball and track and field and football? I mean, is that even possible for a college athlete in this day and time?
And he graduated at the age of 20.
Well,
That
I'll tell
is
you,
pretty amazing. Golly.
No kidding.
let me give you a compliment. I've played many sports, but very few people know anything about that, and so they never talked to me about this. This is the first time I've been on the air with someone that did the research. So lacrosse was one of my greatest sports. I am in the Hall of Fame of lacrosse, and we did go undefeated in our senior year. We had a Onondaga Indian chief as our goalie, and we had a lot of fun.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I was at a Cathlete, 10 events, track and field. Was drafted by the Syracuse Nationals in basketball. That was like a joke. Got a letter from Casey Stengel because I pitched 2 no-hitters in high school, but I knew I couldn't make it in baseball because I wasn't that good. So I finally chose football. I was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and the rest is basically history.
What advice would you give to kids coming up who are trying to follow your footsteps, whether it be in sports or acting, because we know you've been a successful actor as well?
Well, you opened up with the most important thing, hard work. You can't substitute for it. Your dedication to being something. Everyone should know that they are somebody. And if you take advantage of your skills, however limited they might be, you can improve on them and you can be successful. But you must apply yourself. You don't look towards anyone else. And the term role model is sometimes misleading because there's no human being that can be an example for everything. Mm-hmm. Human beings can be an example for a goal if you have a particular goal. If you want to play basketball and be a team player, Magic Johnson would be a great example. But just to use him as a role model is very difficult because he has flaws like I have flaws. So we go right back to what you said. Hard work and dedication will bring out good results. So we go right back to what you said. Hard work and dedication will bring out good results.
Wonderful. Well, I think our time here with you guys is limited, but I just want to thank you for coming and stopping by our studio. Congratulations again on this wonderful award for both of you. So thank you from all of us here at the Red Balloon Network.
Thank you very much.
Have fun.
Red Balloon Network from the Seacrest Studios.